Maurice Cheeks. Maurice Edward Cheeks, born September 8, 1956, is an American professional basketball coach and former player who serves as assistant coach for the Chicago Bulls of the National Basketball Association, NBA. He has also served as head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, Philadelphia 76ers, and Detroit Pistons. Cheeks was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame as a player in 2018. About Maurice Cheeks' early life. Cheeks was born in Chicago and attended DuSable High School. He attended West Texas State University from 1974 to 1978. Cheeks was an All-Missouri Valley Conference player for 3 straight seasons, as he averaged 16.8 points per game and shot nearly 57% for his collegiate career. He is the third leading scorer in WTSU/WTAM history. About Maurice Cheeks' playing career. After college, Cheeks was selected as the 36th pick in the second round of the 1978 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers. He played 15 years as a point guard in the NBA, including 11 with the Philadelphia 76ers. He earned 4 trips to the NBA All-Star Game, and he helped the 76ers to 3 trips to the NBA Finals in a 4-year span in the early 1980s, 1980, 1982, and 1983, including an NBA championship in 1983. While starting at point guard for a Sixers team that at times included stars Julius Erving, Moses Malone, Andrew Toney, and Charles Barkley, Cheeks was well regarded for his team play and defensive skills. Cheeks was selected with the 36th pick in the second round of the 1978 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers. He had his best seasons with the 76ers. At the young age of 22, he gained a notable role on the 76ers, solidifying himself as the starting point guard and earning himself valuable minutes. The 76ers were also in playoff contention for every year that he was on the team except for the 1987-88 season. By his 5th year in the league, he was selected to his first All-Star appearance and had averaged 12.5 points, 6.9 assists, and 2.3 steals for the 1982-83 season. In the 1989 offseason, the Philadelphia 76ers traded Maurice Cheeks, Chris Welp, and David Wingate to the San Antonio Spurs for Johnny Dawkins and Jay Vincent. At 33 years old, Cheeks was aging and in the twilight of his career, but he still played well for the Spurs and averaged 10.9 points for his time in San Antonio. He played 50 games for the club and was the starting point guard. However, he wasn't able to finish the 1989-90 season for the Spurs. On February 21, 1990, Cheeks was traded to the New York Knicks for Rod Strickland. Cheeks played the remainder of the season in New York, averaging 7.9 points in 31 games for the franchise. The Knicks went 45-37 that year and made the 1990 playoffs. However, they lost in the second round 1-4 to the Detroit Pistons. The following year, the Knicks made the playoffs and were swept by the Bulls in the first round. In the 1991 offseason, the New York Knicks traded Maurice Cheeks to the Atlanta Hawks for Tim McCormick and a 1994 first-round draft pick, which later became Charlie Ward. Cheeks' points average dropped drastically to 4.6, and he was no longer a starting caliber player. He became an unrestricted free agent in the 1992 offseason and did not re-sign with the Hawks. On January 7, 1993, the New Jersey Nets signed Cheeks as a free agent. He averaged a career-low 3.6 points for the season, and he only played 35 games for the franchise. The Nets reached the playoffs but lost in the first round 2-3 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. About Maurice Cheeks' retirement. After the season ended, Cheeks became a free agent but never played in the NBA again. At 36 years old, he retired from the NBA. Maurice Cheeks was inducted into the 2018 Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. In NBA history, Cheeks ranks 6th in steals and 11th in assists. Upon his retirement from the NBA in 1993, he was the NBA all-time leader in steals and 5th in assists. He averaged 11.7 points and over 2 steals per game for his career. In his rookie year, Cheeks averaged 4.1 steals per game in the 1979 NBA playoffs, an NBA record for one playoff run. About Maurice Cheeks' coaching career. After retirement, Cheeks spent 1 year coaching for the Continental Basketball Association's Quad City Thunder, before becoming the 76ers assistant head coach in 1994. He coached under head coaches John Lucas, 1994-96, Johnny Davis, 1996-97, and Larry Brown, and he was an instrumental part of the Philadelphia team that reached the 2001 NBA Finals. In 2001, he was hired as Portland Trail Blazers head coach. He led the team to 2 playoff berths in 4 years as coach, but could not get past the first round. He was fired after a poor start to the 2004-05 campaign. On April 25, 2003, during a game between the Trail Blazers and the Dallas Mavericks, Cheeks famously aided 13-year-old Natalie Gilbert in singing the American national anthem. After Gilbert forgot the words at the Twilight's Last Gleaming, Cheeks rushed over to help her, and they finished it together as the entire Rose Garden Arena crowd sang with them. Cheeks and Gilbert received a standing ovation after the song was over. In 2005, Cheeks was named as head coach of the 76ers. Cheeks was popular among Sixers fans because of his 11-year tenure with the Sixers, during which he helped guide the Sixers to the 1983 NBA championship. The move was also praised by Sixers star Allen Iverson, who worked with Cheeks during his run as Sixers assistant head coach. However, he missed the playoffs in each of his first 2 seasons. Frustrations began to grow with Sixers veterans Allen Iverson and Chris Webber, who were not happy with the team's direction. During the 2006-07 season, Iverson would be traded to the Nuggets and Webber would be released, leaving Cheeks with one of the youngest teams in the NBA. On February 20, 2007, the 76ers extended Cheeks' contract 1 year despite his losing record as coach. At the beginning of the 2007-08 season, expectations were low and the 76ers were picked to finish last in the conference by many prognosticators. The Sixers clinched a playoff berth with a win over the Atlanta Hawks on April 4, 2008. It was their first postseason appearance since 2005, as well as the first in the post-Iverson era. However, they were eliminated by the Detroit Pistons, 4-2. Even with this elimination, many fans considered this to be a successful season, considering that the Sixers were 12 games under .500 in early February and went on to have a 21-7 run that led them to the playoffs. The Sixers started out the 2008-09 NBA season 9-14 despite their signing of Elton Brand and re-signing of Andre Iguodala during the offseason. Due to their slow start, the 76ers fired Cheeks on December 13, 2008. On August 14, 2009, he was hired as an assistant coach for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On June 10, 2013, Cheeks agreed to become the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. On February 9, 2014, the Detroit Pistons relieved him of his head coaching duties and replaced him with John Lawyer on an interim basis for the remainder of the season. On June 29, 2015, Cheeks returned to the Thunder as an assistant coach. On November 14, 2020, Cheeks was hired by the Chicago Bulls as an assistant coach following the team's hiring of Billy Donovan. About Maurice Cheeks' honors and awards. On September 7, 2018, Cheeks was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame as a player. Thanks so much for watching. Please go ahead and like this video, subscribing and also share to your friends.